Time is running out for millions of Americans. You may be missing out on critical financial assistance, up to $1,400 in stimulus checks, and even a brand new $5,000 Doge dividend. But are you eligible? And how do you make sure you get your money before it's too late? Stick with us, and we'll break it all down. In this video, you'll learn how to claim your $1,400 stimulus check before the deadline. Discover who's eligible for the new $5,000 Doge dividend, and uncover some of the government's most pressing issues with the IRS. Plus, we'll share a skeptical look at whether these checks will even be sent out on time. Welcome to Financial Area, your go-to source for the latest financial news and updates. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on vital updates like this one. Millions of Americans are still eligible to claim the $1,400 stimulus check, but time is quickly running out. If you haven't received your check yet, you have until April 15, 2025, to make sure you don't miss out. This deadline is crucial because it marks the final opportunity to claim the money that could provide essential financial relief. If you haven't received it automatically, it's important to understand that you'll need to take action to ensure you get the funds you're owed. For some, this money could be a lifeline, especially considering that over 1 million Americans reportedly have unclaimed refunds. So if you think you're eligible, now is the time to act. Eligibility for the $1,400 stimulus payment is based on adjusted gross income, AGI, and the thresholds vary depending on your filing status. For single filers, the maximum income to qualify is typically $75,000, and for married couples, the threshold is generally $150,000. If you fall below these limits, you should be eligible to receive the full $1,400 payment. However, it's important to note that there are income limits, and the amount decreases gradually for those who earn more than the set thresholds. Make sure you double-check your tax filings to ensure you qualify and avoid missing out. If you've already filed taxes and haven't received the check, it's crucial to verify that the IRS has your correct information, including your bank account details. Those who haven't received their stimulus check or notice from the IRS may need to file a claim through the IRS website or by submitting a simple tax return if they haven't already. This step could be vital in securing your payment, but it's not something you want to delay. The clock is ticking, and without proactive steps, you could lose out on this important financial support. A new and exciting opportunity is emerging with the $5,000 Doge dividend checks, and it could provide significant financial relief for certain groups. The idea behind these dividend checks is linked to the rising popularity of Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency that has gained tremendous attention in recent years. The government is looking to distribute these checks as a form of dividend, with some reports suggesting that they could provide up to $5,000 to qualifying individuals. While this program is still in its early stages, it has the potential to offer a major financial boost to those who qualify. One of the most significant aspects of this initiative is that it could benefit groups who have historically struggled to access other forms of financial aid. Social Security recipients and veterans are two of the primary groups that may be eligible for these Doge dividend checks. The initiative could give them a unique opportunity to tap into this new form of financial support, especially for those who rely on fixed incomes. This could serve as a much-needed supplement to their monthly benefits, potentially offering them a chance to improve their financial situation in ways that weren't possible before. However, there's an air of skepticism surrounding the initiative, particularly regarding the execution and timeliness of these checks. While the government is said to have saved over $115 billion to fund the program, there are serious concerns about whether the payments will actually be sent out as promised. The complexity of handling cryptocurrency dividends adds another layer of uncertainty. For many, there's doubt about whether the government can manage this effectively, especially considering the past issues with stimulus distributions. If the system isn't streamlined and efficient, it could result in delays or even prevent some people from receiving the funds they are entitled to. The issue is compounded by the fact that Dogecoin itself is highly volatile. The value of Dogecoin can fluctuate significantly, which could complicate the distribution process even further. If the government ties these dividend checks to the performance of Dogecoin, recipients could be left with a much smaller or larger payout, depending on the coin's market value at the time of distribution. This adds a level of uncertainty that makes people question the reliability of such a program and whether it can live up to expectations. While the potential for financial gain is there, it's important to proceed with caution and watch for any signs of delays or mismanagement that could leave people waiting longer than expected for their checks. As the deadline for claiming the $1,400 stimulus check approaches, one of the biggest questions on people's minds is whether the IRS will automatically send out the payments or if individuals will have to take action themselves. Many people are still waiting for their checks, and there's confusion about how proactive they need to be. Historically, the IRS has automatically distributed payments to eligible recipients based on their most recent tax filings. But in this case, not everyone has received the money they are entitled to. This is particularly true for individuals who may have had changes in their financial situation or didn't file taxes recently. The key takeaway here is that relying solely on the IRS could leave many people in limbo. For those who haven't received their stimulus check or are unsure if they qualify, it's crucial to actively claim the money rather than just waiting for the IRS to send it. If you didn't get the payment automatically, you may need to take matters into your own hands. The IRS has provided several channels through which you can claim your stimulus payment, such as filing a simple tax return or using the IRS's online tools to check your eligibility. For people who have had significant life changes, such as a change in income, marital status, or dependents, filing a return could be the only way to receive the check. Taking this action now, instead of waiting for an automatic distribution, is the best way to ensure you don't miss out. Adding another layer of complexity is the trust people have in the government and the IRS. Many have become skeptical about the government's ability to follow through with promises regarding stimulus payments. The track record of delayed payments, miscommunications, and errors during past rounds of stimulus checks has left a bitter taste in many mouths. This skepticism is only amplified by the complexity of the IRS system and the potential issues with distributing both the $1,400 stimulus checks and the newer Doge dividend checks. The government has made promises, but there's a lot of public doubt about whether it can deliver on time and accurately, especially with the added challenges of handling cryptocurrency dividends. Because of these concerns, it's clear that individuals need to stay vigilant and not simply rely on the government to fulfill its promises. Proactive measures will be necessary to ensure that everyone gets what they're entitled to, whether it's the $1,400 stimulus check or the $5,000 Doge dividend. The deadline for claiming the stimulus check is fast approaching, and there's no time to waste. If you want to secure your payment, you must act now and follow the necessary steps to claim your money before the final deadline. Waiting for the government to take action might not be enough to get the assistance you need.